So today we shall have the last point from the particular paper number 5 for BSc part 2nd, that is cytoskeleton structure and functions. Cytoskeleton structure and functions. Structure and functions. So inside this or in the particular topic, so you know what do you mean by the cytoskeleton? You know, the cytological process or cytoplasm has interconnected filaments and tubules that forms the eukaryotic cells, prokaryotic cells and archaeans. Or you can say the cytoplasm contains a fibers that helps to maintain the cell set and mobility and provides anchoring points for the other cellular structures. So that is particularly cytoskeleton. In another way, the cytoskeleton is a part of cytoplasm that provides the internal support and also helps in various types of movement. The same movement of particular animal, it is a network of microtubules and microfilaments. They are intercommunicate or they are having the intermediate filaments also, which comprises a mechanical support and mobility to the cell, and inside the cells there are threads like tubes or the threads like structures which provides the shape and strength with the help of proteins. So likewise here the protein will provide the particular mobility or strength to the particular cell, and you know it will help to intracellular organelles to communicate with each other to help the cell mobility and protoplasm movement known as cytosis. So cytosis is also carried by the particular microfilament, or you can the cytoskeleton. Then to help the movement of chromosomes, membranes and granules, as well as the creation of membrane protrusions, that is the microvilla. To help the transport of molecules, cell divisions and cell signaling. So that is also one of another important aspect related to the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton provides, you know, the stability, shape, energy, mobility, as well as cellular scaffolding that organize cellular organization of the individual. Many ribosomes are attached to the cytoskeleton, combining three types of fibers. The structure of cytoskeleton is prepared, which is given below, that is microfilament, microtubules and intermediate filaments. So this microfilament, or you can say intermediate filaments. So by combination of these, the particular cell structure will be formed or cytoskeleton of the cell will be developed. Then the microfilaments are thinnest one, and microtubules are the particularly more than the microfilament. The thinnest fiber, microfilament is the thinnest fiber, while the microtubules are the largest fibers which is found in cytoskeleton that will measures about 23 nanometers. So what are the important functions carried by the particular cytoskeleton? It aids in the development of vacuoles. So vacuole formation will be not there because of the cytoskeleton. So it functions it performs several functions to give form to cells. Apart from this, it has a different important you can say which does not have the cell wall, and if the cell is thick from outside, then it not give the cell to the cell. So it assists in cell maintaining to its form to provide the support. Then the cytoskeleton helps to communicate the cell by transporting signals between them. So transportation of the cytoplasmic material, so by giving the signaling, so that will be transported to allow for internal and overall cell mobility. In some cells, it creates a cellular appendages like protrusions like cilia and flagella. So cell mobility is required for tissue construction and repair cytokinesis. That is the cytoplasmic division in generation of the daughter cells. So that process, you know how the mitosis takes place. That is repeated mitotic division can form the number of cells, or the cell number will become double. So if the one cell is showing the mitosis, so there will be formation of two cell structure. Then two cell structure will become a 4 cell structure. Then 8 cell structure. Then 16 cell, 32 cell, 64 cell. So likewise the mitotic division will increase the cell number. And finally, and immune cell responses to pathogens and all of the required the cytoskeleton, which requires the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton keeps a variety of cellular organelles in place. And things to remember, you can say, depending on the organisms and cell type, the cytoskeleton structures, functions and dynamic activity can be quite varied. The cytoskeleton with exception of bacteria and archaea is a complex and dynamic network which are interlinking protein filaments found in the cytoplasm of the cells. The microfilament is a key component of the cytoplasm or cytoskeleton that helps to reveal the true function of muscle contraction. And finally, despite being the cytokinetics smallest components, microfilaments are very diverse and flexible. So likewise here, so there are important structures. So you have studied the microtubules, megatubules, or you can say microfilaments, which are having the different functions. You know the microtubules are having the different functions. So that is particularly transportation of water, ions and small molecules. Then cytoplasmic streaming, that is the cytosis, and formation of fibers or asters of the mitotic and meiotic spindle during the cell division. The formation of the structural units are the centrioles, basal granules, cilia and flagella. So these are the structures, or you can say the functions of microtubules. So likewise here, the so which are can be studied under the topic that is a cytoskeleton, and which is kept in the particular syllabus of BSc second. So likewise we have finished the